Welcome back to another episode of FightCast. I'm your host, Darian Terry, and you know what? I just saw an ass beating over the weekend. Yes, Michelle Waterson, the karate hottie, just took a violent, good old-fashioned, passionate ass beating. It was just literally, it looked like some type of WWE ass beating or something like that, but something out of like a Bruce Lee movie. Something that you see in a Jackie Chan flick. There were so many fucking kicks that were actually going down. And oh my gosh. I mean, Joanna Jędrzejczyk just pieced off. Just pieced off on her. It was awful to watch. I literally wanted to turn away, but I kept on turning because I didn't know what was going to happen next. I thought that Joanna was just going to end up knocking her out at some point with something. Because she was hitting her with so much stuff. And she was kicking her so much that she was even hurting herself. Joanna Jędrzejczyk was kicking Michelle Waterson so much that she injured her own foot, which is awesome. I mean, damn, that's the kind of action that you want. That's the kind of action that you want. You know, this girl is literally kicking the shit out of somebody so much that she injures her own self. Yes, violence. Here's the thing about it. I don't know if she's just going to get like this immediate title shot against that Wayland girl, because that would be fucking epic. But I think she's like number 5 or 6 or something like that right now inside the rankings. It's something silly. So that's the thing. They have all these people ranked over her. And she did lose 3 fights in a row before that. Yes. She lost to the Rose twice, and then she lost to Valentina Shevchenko. So, yeah, I can understand her just like falling down the ranks a little bit, but I think a win over Michelle Waterson at this point proves that she's back to her dominance. That was a dominant performance. She's back to her dominant ways again. Okay, so co-main event. Oh my. That was a vicious ass beating. A vicious ass beating that Cub Swanson dealt out the Kron Gracie. Oh man, this was cray-cray, because we figured out a lot of gaps right now in Kron's game. This Kron Gracie has no takedowns whatsoever. It's kind of darn it. But the thing is about it, this late in the game, I don't think he's going to be able to develop takedowns. It's just going to be, he's able to, but there's going to be so many people better than him at it. And so it's like one of those ordeals, and no one's going to be taking him down. So yeah, he needs to definitely get some takedowns going, or he's just going to have to sharpen up on the stand-up. And there's like a lot of boxing out of him. And that's the thing. Okay, so he's a jiu-jitsu guy with a whole bunch of boxing. But it's not the best boxing, because obviously Cub Swanson was wailing away on him. The output and strikes was ridiculous. You go ahead and look at that matchup. Let me look at this matchup so we can see the output and striking. Let's look at the differentials on this. This is kind of ridiculous, actually. So we already know that the amount of strikes landed by Cub Swanson it almost doubled in size, almost. Cub Swanson landed 135 significant strikes. Kron Gracie landed 86. All right, so that's a ridiculous margin right there. Almost 50 more significant strikes. Then you go into total strikes. He landed 143 total strikes out of 296. Kron landed 109. So still almost, overstruck in just a regular total strikes game. The thing is, significant strikes is 135 to 86. That's just overwhelming. Then you go ahead and go down per round. Let me see here. So they went significant strikes per round there. And we're going here round 1. We got 23 to 19. 52 to 36. This is all going to Cub Swanson, obviously. And then we got 59 to 31. So, yeah, just that's unanimous decision as of right there. I thought that the first round that Cub did even more damage than just 23 significant. They're just talking about significant wise, but if you look at the second round, 53 to 36, I mean, that's overwhelming. And then we have 59 to 64. So every single round, but you know, I thought that was just like a good old fashioned ass beating. I mean, Cub just was knotting him up Cub was working him. It was ridiculous. And then when you look, just statistically, statistically, Cub dominated every single round. You know, and that's the thing. Even with the first round, the 23-19, Crone didn't land anything really significant. He was landing like good strikes, but they were like little stuff. They weren't like big. You could hear the shit that Cub Swanson was landing. You could hear that shit. It hurt. It seemed like it just hurt. I mean, it was ridiculous. Those shots to the body, Cub was killing his body with big strikes, and yeah, he was just taking it. Crone's a very man. He's got a good chin. He was taking violent strikes. He's got he's got a good chin right now. I think he needs to work on everything right now other than jiu-jitsu. Literally, like that's the he needs to add kicks, he needs everything. If you just go in there and you're boxing, like there's people who are way more versatile than that now, and you're just gonna get outboxed. He's gonna get outboxed. He's gonna get outboxed by Max Holloway. He's gonna get outboxed by so many people. Crone, because he's not taking Max Holloway down. Okay, he can't take Cub Swanson down. So like he needs to work on his game hardcore status. So, but yeah, man, that was cray to go ahead and look at that. So, but man, Michelle Waterson took a big ass beating. Let me look at these statistics. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous to look at this big ass. This is a giant ass beating. All right, hold on. We need to go in here. I can't believe this even happened. Because Joanna was just all over her. All right, significant strikes. Get ready, folks. 180 significant strikes landed for Joanna versus 58. 180. Almost. That's almost triple. Yeah, if you just take 50. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she superseded her. 180 landed out of 300 strikes. There were so many strikes. She threw so much. All right, total strikes. She doubled the amount that Michelle Waterson threw. She threw 347 strikes. 226 of those landed. She hit at a 60% ratio compared to Michelle Waterson hitting at a 36% ratio. So everything's just getting doubled. Like literally, her output, Joanna's output, significant strikes is more than doubled. Her regular strikes are more than double landed. Output was ridiculous. She got 3 out of 5 takedowns. It was ridiculous, man. So let's go round by round. This is ridiculous. Let's go for a round in here. Man, round 1 was ridiculous for okay, so Joanna landed 30. She threw 39 significant strikes and landed 31. 79 percentile. Ridiculous. Michelle was 11 out of 26 for 42. Like normal, and then you have like the superseded. Then total strikes landed 52 out of 61. She hardly didn't even miss. That's ridiculous. 17 out of 33. It's going back to half again. So it was just the output, man. 34 to 64 landed 34 significant strikes out of 64 in the second round. 250 out of 38. That's only. Oh man. Yeah, that's gonna 34 out of 64. Then we go 35. She landed 36 out of 56 in the third, and that's when Michelle just dropped off significantly. Only landed 7 out of 29 significant strikes. So in the third round, those significant strikes dipped hard. She just took a good old fashioned ass beating. It was crazy. Landed 2 out of 2 takedowns. Fourth round, whole bunch of significant strikes landed by Joanna. 46 out of 78. Only 12 landed out of 38 for Michelle Waterson. And fifth round was just a complete ass beating, but because it was like 33 out of 63. I can't believe this. This is cray. But man, Michelle's got to bounce back for that. No lesson learned right there. Joanna looks champ form right now. She looks champ form. I think there's going to be some champion things coming her way. So let's look forward. We got to always look forward. UFC Fight Night Reyes versus Wyman. This is going to be ridiculous right now, guys. The reason why I say this is going to be ridiculous is that if we look at Dominic Reyes, this dude is a freak of nature. at 205 pounds. A freak in nature. He's 6'4", 205 pounds, 77-inch reach. This dude is ridiculous. Okay, man, he has beaten Volkan Ozdemir. And the thing is, it was a good beatdown over Volkan. And then he goes, the fight that really separated himself from me was against Ovince St. Preux. I mean, the beatdown over on Ovince St. Preux. And then he beat Jared Cannonier. I mean, he knocked out KO TKO Jared Cannonier in the first round. In the first round. This is last year. So this is ridiculous, man. This dude's on a tear right now. All right, and he's one of goodness. What's his record now? He's 11-0. This fool has not lost. All right, and literally, man, the beatdown he put on Jared Cannonier and on Ovince St. Preux and then Volkan, man, like this dude's coming. So this is gonna be a ridiculous fight. This is a very dangerous fight for Chris Weidman. Chris Weidman, man, this is his first fight at light heavyweight. I am not looking forward to that because, man, he's going to, what a guy to introduce him to the weight class. You know what I'm saying? This young lion out of nowhere comes in, and it's ridiculous when you think about this, man. Chris Weidman versus Kelvin Gastelum, right? He won that fight. All right, now that was back in 2017. That's July 2017. And then after that, he had that loss to Jacare Souza. That was like November 3rd of 2018. Well, he hasn't fought since. Injuries, all kind of stuff like that. So that's almost a year. Now he comes back against this guy that's been literally fighting. He's been doing everything. And so it's like one of those things where you got someone that's had a year off versus someone that has continuous back-to-back fights and just been murdering cats. And so momentum is huge on Dominic Reyes' side right now. Plus he knows 205. So he's been hit by 205 pounders all the time in competition, in combat. So we'll see what happens right now. I got to go with Dominique on this one. I think by knockout. So I'm going to say Dominique by knockout, second or third round. I'll probably say third round because Chris Weidman, he'll take an ass beating. Yeah, and he'll always be in it. Almost, he'll look like he's in it, but he'll be getting his ass beat while he's in it. Like I think it's going to be like that. Then you go, oh man, they're going to do that rematch again because of Jeremy Stephens. So Jeremy Stephens and Jeremy Rodriguez are going to be matched up again. That's going to be fucking epic. I think that Jeremy's going to get murdered. I think he's going to get outstruck ridiculously. I think that whole eye incident was kind of, whoa. I don't know. When I think about it, it's crazy, man. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on this one, but that did not look like it was about to go his way. Looked like he was about to get murdered, man. Yeah, was leading in with like some crazy ass fucking teeth kicks and shit, and it looked like he was about to get murdered, just picked apart. So I like to see how that fight goes. But Yair's a true fighter, man. I don't think Jeremy would ever be Yair. Like literally, I'm serious. Like I like Jeremy Stephens too. But I just don't think he has those kind. I don't think he has that kind of capability. He'd have to catch Yair, but I don't think he's going to catch her on his feet. Yair's too elusive. He's too elusive. He would just slip. Yair's going to slip out of a lot of punches. If you want to beat Yair, you need to out grapple him. So right now, he's not going to get beat standing up. It would be he needs to go up against that one dude from fucking Russia or whatever that he was supposed to fight for. That's the only time that I see him having like trouble on his feet. But we'll see exactly what happens to that because Jeremy Stephens was able to kind of just mitigate all that kind of stuff. I don't think that's going to happen against Yair though. Yair's faster than that dude. Yeah, and so it's going to be a lot of output, and a lot of him missing. So we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully he proves me wrong. But yeah, that's going to be so we'll talk a little bit more about that during the week. You guys enjoy yourselves here. Come back on another episode of FightCast. And yes, UFC Fight Night, Reyes versus Weidman to come. All right, guys. We'll see you later.